good morning. It's like 5:30 this morning. I got here at 4:35. But I'm so tired. But it's cool. It's cool because today I'm going to show you guys how to make Kataifi. Now, if you don't know what Kataifi is, it is a phyllo dough that is shredded. You guys love the what's that? The Dubai chocolate with the chocolate and the strawberries and the crunchy part and pistachios. That's what it is. It is basically shredded phyllo dough. Don't know what phyllo dough is? Baklava, really thin layer dough. That's like really thin and a pain in the ass to work with, but that's basically what it is. It's basically shredded phyllo dough. I use it for the 3-layer hazelnut chocolate cake. You watched my last video when I made the caramelized hazelnuts and put it in the RoboCoupe, made it into a paste. I pour that paste over the toasted Kataifi, which I'm going to show you how to make today. It's very easy, so easy to make, very easy to make. So basically, I keep it in the freezer and I keep it frozen until I need it, and I pull it out of the freezer, let it thaw. And this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. So basically, what you're gonna do, if you're at home, you can do this as well in your oven. It's really easy. All thing you're doing is toast it with butter and until it gets golden brown. So this is it. This is what it looks like. It looks like noodles, spaghetti, but again, it is just shredded phyllo dough. And I have to make a lot of this stuff. I make a lot out of it. So basically, what I'm going to do is just want to pull it apart. And again, you want to pull it apart while it's not frozen, because pull it apart while it's frozen, it's going to be a pain in the ass, and you're not going to be able to work with it. So yeah, I'm just going to pull it apart. I have to make 5 boxes of this stuff. So it is a lot, but I'm just going to just the bag open, again, flip it apart, and then just pull it apart, like so. So yeah, this is what I am doing with it. It's kind of fun though. It is kind of fun to pull it apart, you know. So yeah, and yes, I have my coffee already. I immediately had my coffee already. So yeah. So I'm going to pull this apart, and then I'm going to show you how much butter I use on this. So yeah, pulling it apart. Okay, again, Kataifi. Okay. Now we are going to melt some butter. Again, on recipe, if you want it, let me know. Comment below. I'll give you the recipe, a small scale recipe. So write in the comment sections, let me know. So we have 5 boxes of Kataifi. I'm sure at home or wherever you're at, you're not gonna need that much. So for me, I need 1,200 grams of butter. You just want to coat the Kataifi with butter. You don't want to like to fry it, you know. And you can also make this in a pan too. You also toast Kataifi in a pan. We don't want to put it in the oven. So 1,200 grams of butter, and this butter we are going to melt it. You don't want the butter to be hot because you have to pour the butter over the Kataifi. You just want to melt it. So you don't want to bring your butter to a boil because you're going to pour the butter over the Kataifi, and you're going to put it in the oven or in a pan. If the butter is too hot, you'll end up probably burning your Kataifi inside the oven or in the pan because the butter is still cooking. And no, I don't think you should brown your butter. It's a good idea, that nutty flavor, but I wouldn't really do that because again, the butter is gonna get darker while it's in the oven. So yeah, that's good. It's a little over, but it's fine. So we're gonna taste the butter and see. And I use the good butter. I use the Pluga European butter, which you can, by the way, buy in stores. A little pricey, but it's really good butter because it has a higher fat content. So yeah, so I put this on the stove. I'm going to melt it down. and then I'm going to show you how I mix it all together with the Kataifi, okay? Okay, so the butter is melted. It's a little bit hot still, as I was doing other things in the kitchen, so, but don't follow my rules. Follow my rules, only melted just a little bit. That's how you want it to look, just like, just melted butter. And you just want to just melt the butter just a little bit, and that's it. And now the fun part, mixing it all together. So, Kataifi, butter, press it out, and it's gonna just pour over. I know it's a lot of butter, but you use more or less if you want to. You just want to get it all toasty. That way you get that crunch factor. I guess if you're vegan, you can use vegan butter, or also known as margarine, if you want to. But for me, I like butter because butter makes everything better. So now I'm just gonna mix it up. Bring it up, mix it up. This shit does get everywhere. It gets everywhere. Anytime I make it, I gotta sweep my floors, and I have to wipe my station down because it gets everywhere. And you also want to take it from the bottom and like flip it over to mix it. And as you're mixing it, you still want to just pull apart. It's a little bit more. That way, all of it is coated. It's not all gonna be coated in because it's just a lot of Kataifi. It's 5,000 grams of Kataifi compared to 12,000 grams of 5,000 grams of Kataifi and 1,200 grams of butter. So it's not all going to be coated in butter, but it will, it'll mix in. So yeah, so you want to keep flipping over, get to the bottom part. Try to pull it apart as best as you can. You don't have to go crazy. You just want to mix it in and flip it over. Try to get to the middle part of it. So I told you it gets everywhere. So yeah, so that's how we are doing this. Little knots here and there. So yeah, that's how I make the Kataifi. So now I get everywhere. I'm going to grab my sheet trays and my parchment paper. I'm going to show you what I do before I put it inside the oven and what temperature I bake it at. Okay? Oh, did you get on the phone? Probably got something on my phone too. Alright, so yeah, butter coated Kataifi. Okay? Alrighty. Alright, grab my trays. And that's it. Okay, I'll be back. Alright. Okay, so I keep forgetting that I can do dual screens on this phone. And I know I'm 50 soon. Technology is still not new to me, but just trying to figure it out. Okay, so this oven is very fancy. Again, I'm just showing you how I do it on my Rational oven. Everything with all the settings here for everything. So I'm going to press star, and then I'm going to scroll down to the Kataifi. Isn't this cool? It shows you everything. Onions, octopus. Anyway, this is fantastic. Press Kataifi, and it preheats the oven for me. So I do that. No humidity. Each one heat. 364, and then 40 minutes. Depending on your oven at home or your kitchen, every oven is calibrated differently. You can do 350, you can do 320, but I want that crispy, dark color, so I do it at 365. So while the oven is preheating, I'm gonna make myself some more goddamn coffee because I am sleepy. But yeah, so I'm gonna throw it in soon, and I'm gonna show you guys how I make it. Okay, cool. So I have my trays laid out with my parchment paper. Paper you can buy anywhere at any store. I think even like Whole Foods or regular stores sell it. So this is a Kataifi, and I'm just going to lay it out evenly on the trays. Get it ready to put in the oven. Okay? Okay. Okay, so now we're going to mix the Kataifi. So I'm gonna show you the color. Okay, so see the color, see how it looks? At this point, you want to start tossing it around because the top part is going to get toasted, but the bottom part is going to be soggy still, or it might be too dark. So I'm going to pull up the tray. But not now because I'm filming. But yeah. So once it gets this color, you want to take your spatula, even if you're doing it on the stove. Once it starts getting some color, you want to toss it out. So again, this takes like because I'm making so much, it takes a half hour. But if you're doing this at home, it's like 20 minutes, like 30 minutes top, depending on how much you're making. But every 10 minutes or so, you wanna mix it with a spatula. That way, the color is incorporated in not every strand, but it's mixed in like really well. So yeah, so I'm gonna pull this out. I'm gonna toss it every 10 minutes, and I'll show you guys like twice, like how it looks. Okay. And then I'm just gonna toss it. Around. Just be careful. It is very hot. So yeah, you want to toss it from the bottom to make sure the color gets to the bottom as well, because you want it to be crispy. And yes, like I said, it gets everywhere. It gets everywhere. But yeah, I just want to toss it. Then you're gonna spread it around again, very carefully. If you can, once it gets like more crispier, then take your spatula, like pat down like this to get the strands smaller and bring them up a little bit more. But yeah, and yeah, that's it. So as you see, the part that's already toasted on the bottom, part that is not toasted is on top. As you can see, I'm mixing it up, and you're gonna spread it again, and you're going to put it back in the oven. And you're gonna do this every 10 minutes is good. So yeah. So I'll put that boy back in the oven, and I will gradually show you guys again how it looks as it gets darker. Okay? Okay. The Kataifi is finished. See the color? See how it's golden brown and just beautiful? Hear that crunch? Or maybe not, but it's definitely crunchy, and it's definitely beautiful, and it's all evenly baked. So long as you're tossing it every 10 minutes in the oven and making sure that the bottom part is on top of the top part, that is all the same color at the end, it's beautiful. And again, you can make this in a pan at home. You can make it in the oven at home. You can use regular butter. You can use margarine. If you're vegan, it is totally fine. And if you wanted to make the Dubai chocolate dessert at home that everybody loves, this is how you do it. So yeah. So again, I like mine a little bit darker because I have to put the Kataifi into my 3-layer cake that I make at my job. But yeah, this is it. This is Kataifi. Easy, simple, and lots of fun to make. That's it. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for being here with me at work as I bake on all the things. And I will post more stuff next week. Maybe if you guys are good, I'll show you guys how I make my espresso cheesecake, which is really easy to make and delicious, and it's fun. It's espresso and cheesecake. You cannot go wrong with espresso and cheesecake. You just can't. That's it. And that's it. Okay, thank you guys so much. You have a great weekend, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, bye. I guess like, subscribe if you want to, and in the comments, any questions on how to make this, let me know, and I will reply back. Okay, bye.